Hi guys, Jim Archeco here. Archeco Homes team. We fix it and we list it.com. Well, today's Tuesday, so we're going to start a new segment, and it's going to be Toolbox Tuesdays. Every Tuesday, we're going to open up the toolbox and see what we got and talk about a tool or a few tools, maybe give a demo. Today, we are going to give your basics here, basically what you should have in a toolbox as a homeowner. So for today's Toolbox Tuesday segment, let's open up the toolbox. All right, let's see what we got. These are going to be all your basic hand tools that a homeowner should have on hand to do, minor repairs, tightening up fixtures, door handles, hanging pictures, whatever a homeowner might be able to do, just some basic tools. So the first thing you're going to need in your toolbox is a tape measure. Everybody knows how to read a tape measure. And, anything from a 16-foot to a 25-foot would be great for the toolbox. A nice handy tool to have is a utility knife. You can use it for virtually anything. It's pretty universal, for any of those cuts that you can't use a scissors for, or, a kitchen knife. You're going to use a utility knife. A very, very important tool to a homeowner is a hammer. Okay, now this could be used for hanging pictures, putting nails in things, whatever you may need a hammer for. Everybody knows what to use a hammer for. Another helpful tool in your toolbox would be a level, a small level. This would be good for making sure things are level, obviously. Hanging pictures, whatever you may need to get level, you can always put a level on it and make sure it's level. Everybody should always have a Phillips head screwdriver and a standard flathead screwdriver. Pretty much any screw in your home is going to be one of these. If something needs to get tightened up, you can pull out your screwdriver and give it a turn, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. It's always a good idea to have a set of Allen wrenches. Some people call them Allen wrenches, some people call them Allen keys. They come in sets like this. If something isn't with a standard screwdriver, it's usually an Allen key. Or if you got to go ahead and put furniture together that you may have, or an exercise bike, or something you order, a lot of times it uses an Allen key to be assembled. So that's a good tool to have in your toolbox. Another thing that is good to have is just a bar. It's pretty universal. If you got to pry something, pull something apart, having a bar in your toolbox is a handy item. So we have a few more things in here just for your basics for you guys. Always obviously keep a pencil for when you're measuring. Always handy, because when you need one you seem never to have it. A square. This was a triangle square. Very handy. Make lines, cuts before you cut. Now this is what we call a crescent wrench, combination wrench. This is good to have in your toolbox because if you need to tighten up anything that has a nut on it, or that faucet that may be loose on a sink or something, you can adjust this to just about any size you need it to make that adjustment and tighten up that nut. Now lastly, everybody should always have a standard set of pliers. You never know what you're going to use them for, but they're very, very handy to have. They open up a little bit bigger. You can get around nuts. You can pull nails with them. You can do a lot of different things with just a set of standard pliers. So they're handy to have in the toolbox. A few of you may have other tools you might want to add to your toolbox, but this is just the basics that maybe a homeowner should have, just so if they needed something they can get. So for now, this toolbox right here, it would not cost very much to put together, probably under $100 actually. And it's good to have on hand at your home. So like I said, this is Toolbox Tuesday. Every Tuesday we're going to pick a different tool and go over things. Today was pretty basic with your basic hand tools you should need. We'll go into some battery operated equipment and some power tools and give you guys a little bit of demo. I appreciate you guys all watching. Hope to see you next Tuesday. If you need a home renovation or you're looking to buy or sell a house, please give us a call. 299-1112. Thank you very much.